Hey, good morning, friends. This is Julie Hamilton. Welcome to Thursday morning. How are you? Julie Hamilton with Life Builders, bringing you simple tips to build a strong and healthy life on. I hope your week is going great and you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so happy that you would stop by and just share a few minutes of your precious time with me. I know how precious these moments are in your day, and so the fact that you would even just stop by and spend them with me is amazing. So thank you so much. Well, today I want to talk about the crossroads of purpose. I don't know about you, but sometimes I am wondering, am I hitting the right purpose in my life? Am I making the mark? Am I living out my purpose? And when you talk about purpose, sometimes that can be a crazy big thing, and we're like, I don't know, where am I creating my, what do they call it, magnus opum? No, that's not right. Magnum opus? And is it, this, that, the other? Well, we can be freed up from those things because, first of all, our purpose doesn't have to be huge. And it doesn't have to be important. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering. All that matters is that we are using the things that we have to do the work that we're supposed to be doing. And I want to give you today a little formula that's going to help you kind of figure that out. Good morning, Diana. Great to see you. Welcome back to the United States. And this, I don't know if you can see this little tiny rock I have in my hand. It's about 1 centimeter tall. It's gold. It's gold. Well, we got this week. We went to a castle in Texas when I was visiting there, and it was kind of a cool experience. This guy, Mike, 20 years ago, 1998, he started building this castle. Now, Mike owns a bakery, and he would go to his bakery every day and bake, and then after work, he would take another friend, and they would go work on this castle, starting the foundation, building it all the way up by hand. I mean, it was cool. It had a moat, a huge moat, and they would take this trebuchet and shoot these concrete rocks into the moat. It had a drawbridge, and to do the drawbridge up, you had to get in this little hamster wheel and use it to lift it up. And it was just really cool. Tall towers, and everything inside was made by hand, like the chandeliers, even the faucets on the water, the sink where you wash your hands, the faucets were made out of wood, the locks were made out of wood. Everything was made handmade. Everything was made out of wood, and this kids each got this sword. Well, at the end of the tour, he comes up and he calls all the kids around him, and he's at the beginning they commissioned them to be knights and to guard and protect the castle and be good and brave. And at the end of the speech, he calls up all the kids and he says, hey, you guys have been so good today and so brave and protected this castle. I want to give you part of my treasure. So he opens up this little box, and inside the little tiny treasure chest, is this little rocks, little gold rocks. They painted gold, and my little nephew was like, oh, that's so tiny. He's like 5, But he gave one to each kid, and, my sister was telling me that she used this rock to talk to her kids about keeping a dream alive, keeping hope alive. And what's funny is that I don't know if Mike set out to do this when he built the castle, but we can sometimes find our purpose where the world's great need meets our great joy. That's the formula. When our great joy meets the world's great need, that's what we're doing. And Mike can have 300 kids out in a day, and he can give them each a piece of this gold and remind them of working hard and dreams come true and being brave and being good. And that doesn't seem like significant. That doesn't seem like, wow, this is something we should all be doing. But I think it's part of his purpose. And the thing is, for us, whether your great joy is baking cakes, whether your great joy is singing, your great joy might be taking care of elderly people, your great joy might be speaking a word of encouragement, or studying a Bible verse, or whatever it is that your great joy is. There's a great need in the world for that. And when we can marry the great joy and the great need, then we begin to find our purpose. And, I thought that was just so cool to get like a physical reminder of purpose, and to also let down the fact that we think we have to do something huge and important and amazing. All we have to do is just be what God's put in us and work on what God's put in us to continue to find that sweet spot of great joy. You might not even do it for your job. It might be something that you do on the side, your little side hustle. Like I know one of the gals at our Adopt a Block program where we go out into the neighborhoods, the poor neighborhoods, and we pass out food. One of the gals loved making cakes, and so what she did was she made every kid a cake on their birthday. So every week they'd know whose birthday it is that week, and she would make cakes, and that cake making touched people's lives because those kids might not even have a cake ever in their life. Good morning, Carol. Great to see you. Those kids might not even ever have a cake in their life, and yet this simple thing that she found joy in met someone's need. So I just encourage you with that. And lastly, for all my faith-filled believers, sometimes we can get caught up in all the things that we do, but I heard Stephen Furtick talking this week, and he was saying, you know, when Moses asked God, who are you? God didn't say, I did. He didn't say all the things that he was in the past and all the things that he was before. He didn't say, I do. So he didn't say, like, here's all the things that I do. What he said was, I am. So I just encourage you, all we have to do is be who God's called us to be, to find the joys in our life, to share the joys in our life. And, you know, you're impacting people along the way when you do those very simple things. So I hope that gives you something to think about this week. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm just so excited to see you guys and be back with you. And I just want to say, go enjoy your big, amazing, beautiful life. I am totally stealing that from This Is Us because that's an awesome line. Go enjoy your big, amazing, beautiful life this weekend. I love you all. Mwah. Bye.